Across Peru, violent protests are intensifying. Anti-government protesters and police taking aim at one another. The number of injured now in the hundreds, and it continues to climb as relatives mourn the death of the dozens killed.
Dina Boluarte asesina. Ha matado tanta gente, nuestros hermanos de Puno.
At least 47 people have died as a result of the clashes between Peruvian security forces and supporters of ousted President Pedro Castillo. The protest began last month after his removal, but the deadliest day was this week. On Monday, 17 civilians and one police officer died in a span of a few hours.
Guardo mi cámara, veo un hombre del efectivo policial que se pone de rodillas apuntando. Y en ese entonces de repente suena la bala y siento solamente un toqueo en mi pie.
Hospital morgues are filled with bodies.
Quiero hacer un llamado al gobierno central de que cómo es posible que podamos tener tantos fallecidos.
And now the country's top prosecutor is launching an inquiry into the sitting president, Dina Boluarte, and members of her cabinet amid allegations of what they are calling genocide, qualified homicide, and serious injuries related to the demonstrations. An Inter-American Commission on Human Rights is also looking into the police response to the protests.
Escucharemos a diferentes organizaciones de la sociedad civil, a personas familiares de víctimas.
All of this began last December, when then President Pedro Castillo was impeached and later arrested on charges of rebellion and conspiracy while separately facing corruption charges. His vice president, Dina Boluarte, sworn in as the first female president of Peru. Then the violence came. Experts say today's protests are bigger than one moment or one person.
This is what we're seeing is the government's failure to really grasp that there is a deep and abiding political and social crisis, that they lack the legitimacy. They've shown that they don't have the tools to deal with this crisis. Their only tool has been repression, and it's fueling more protests.
President Boluarte promised to move the next election up by 2 years, but protesters want her out now. They want a new presidential election and the dissolution of a Congress they see as corrupt before the death toll climbs even higher. Ellison, Barber, NBC News.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.